Hello and welcome to the Registering a Student Organization webinar with the Center for Student Involvement. My name is Andy Hoffman. I'm a Community Service Student Organization Advisor. I'm here with my colleague.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jenny Kressel, and I am another student organization advisor.
Great. So today we're going to run through and refresh you on the resources available for student organizations, as well as the requirements that student organizations have to register and re-register. So beginning with the resources, student organizations have student organizations advisors available to them to help them with event planning, amending your constitution, and growing your organization. There are a lot of benefits to organizing a student organization, like building community, conflict resolution, time management, and you'll have access to student leadership involvement consultants, SILCs for short, who are peers who can help you with your student organization needs. During in-person sessions, there are a lot of other resources like a poster room, applying for space, and mailboxes. To register or re-register your org, the things you'll need to know and keep in mind are having 3 total principal members. One of those PMs will start registration within the student organization registration portal and submit a constitution. All 3 of those PMs will need to choose a name, for example, Skating Club at UCSD as opposed to UCSD Skating Club, collaborate on the Constitution, complete the PM quiz, sign PM agreements, attend the Art of Inclusive Communication workshop, and depending on the student organization category, find a community advisor. So I'm going to pass it off to Jenny to walk through what those requirements will look like in action.
Great. Thanks so much, Andy. So to start off, this is what it will look like once you have logged into your student org registration portal. In a few moments, I will show you our website, which provides more information about how to do that. So for example, when you are, if we can go back for just a moment, I just want to show, this one is what it looks like when you first enter. So you will enter your basic information to start your student organization. Okay, next slide. The next slide, you will see you have the option to either select create new student organization or to re-register a student organization. This is important if you are re-registering a previously existing student organization. You will select your student org name from the drop-down menu. This will allow you to have access to previous year's tabs, the Triton Activity Planner. If you're starting a new student organization, you will continue to fill out the fields in this on this sheet here. Next slide. So this will then show you the next step. You will need to invite other principal members. This year, the requirement is 3 principal members rather than 4. So you will provide the email addresses of the other principal members in the fields below, and then click the button where it says send invitation. I think that I will also add that you can see where it says principal member agreement and upload constitution, there are green check marks there. So that will signify when you have completed a requirement. You can see here on the Art of Inclusive Communication workshop, there's a red triangle that signifies that that component, that requirement, has not been completed yet. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and show you what our website looks like to provide some more resources for you. All right, so to get access to our website, first you'll go to getinvolved.ucsd.edu. From here, you will select the Registered Student Organizations tab. If you drop down, you can go to Register Your Student Org. So you'll click here, and you can see we have all the steps outlined for you in order to start or re-register your student organization. So we'll click here on Start. Again, 1 principal member must initiate the online registration process. So this here is a link. You will click this link, which will take you to that student org registration portal that I showed you prior. It is important to note that the principal member that starts the registration process will be listed as the president of or the chair of the student organization. If you would like to change that later, you can always email your CSI advisor. Then you will click Enroll, and this is demonstrating how you will enroll in that 3-hour Art of Inclusive Communication workshop. This is a link right here, and if you click on that, it will take you to the calendar of the workshops offered for the fall. They will be virtual workshops in the fall due to COVID. Then you will move on to the complete section. So here you will need to come up with your student organization name. If you are re-registering, you obviously already know your student org name. It is important if you are a new student organization, you need to list that your student organization name is at UCSD. So Skate Club at UCSD versus UCSD's Skate Club. And that is because student organizations are a third party and not connected to the university. Then here you will select your student organization category. So there are a variety of categories, and it's really up to you. You get to select the category that you feel best fits the needs of your student organization. Examples are educational categories, pre-professional, social, cultural. So again, you choose which category best fits your needs, and you will have a CSI advisor assigned to you based on the category that you select. Organization type, so you will determine if you are an undergraduate, graduate, or a combined student organizations. And there is a link here that provides more information about the differences between those organizations. Principal members, as I stated earlier, the requirement is now 3 principal members and no more than 8 principal members for your organization. At least 3 principal members must complete the online registration quiz, electronically sign the principal member agreement, and complete the Art of Inclusive Communication workshop. Now, if you have already taken the workshop, you don't need to take it again. Similarly, for graduate students do not need to complete this Art of Inclusive Communication workshop. Here is the Constitution, so it's important that before you register, all principal members or board members take time to review the Constitution that you have created in the past if you are re-registering your organization. This is a set of important bylaws that your org will abide by, so it is important that everybody is familiar with your Constitution before you submit it for review. There is a template. If you click here, there's a link here. It says Constitution Guidelines Document. There's a very helpful template that shows you required sections that you need to have in your Constitution. Those sections are highlighted in yellow. So please make sure that you include all of those sections because that could delay your registration process from being approved. Then we have community advisor. So not all student organizations are required to have a community advisor, although we encourage it. But there is a list here. These are the categories of student organizations that require a community advisor. Now, a community advisor, similar to a principal member, a community advisor needs to also complete an online quiz and also submit a signature form. This year, that form can be submitted electronically rather than via paper. There's a note here in this blue box here that's helpful to know. So if at any point your number of principal members falls below the required 3, you will automatically go from current status to pending status. So just please note that. And if you think that you may be switching some principal members around and you may go below that required status, it's really important you send an email to your CSI advisor. Also, if you are making changes to your constitution and you have already been approved, it will switch you back to pending status. So just really important to be communicating with your CSI advisor regarding any changes you're making to your registration. And then lastly here, you can see this is just basically a review of everything that we just mentioned, of all of the required steps. And down here we have a list of all of the great benefits about why should you register as a student organization with the Center for Student Involvement. So we have a variety of wonderful resources at your fingertips. And that is all. So thank you so much for taking the time to check out our workshop on how to register or re-register your student organization. Your CSI advisors are here and happy to help at any time. Thank you very much.